A good adventurer would have most if not all of his items by this point. However, a great adventurer would take the extra time to make sure that he's gotten 100% of his items. And as you can see, there's a couple of items missing. So let's go ahead and focus on getting those two next. Hey Paisanos, this is StreamGamer23 and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. So in the last part, we came by Tingle's Tower and we talked to Tingle. And after basically draining over half of our wallet space, we got all 8 Triforce charts deciphered. So now we can clearly read them on the chart section. So we know their locations now, so there's nothing stopping us from salvaging them from the ocean depths. But first, we want to take care of some side quests before we try to attempt to go for the end game for Wind Waker. Okay, so I guess while we're here, we may as well take pictures of Tingle in the middle of the stormy night. Carlo may be picky, but he's not too picky in that regard. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's take a picture of this guy. He really doesn't seem to be into it at all. He's just thinking, why the hell did I afford this getup? My cousins see me like this, they'll never hear the end of it. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have enough camera space to take Knuckles' picture yet. But one step at a time. Okay, so next destination is Windfall Island. Okay, so there's a very lengthy, convoluted side quests that involves trading with merchants across the Great Sea. So let's begin that in this part. Okay, so no need to sail there when we can just instantaneously warp there. That was the old way of doing things. Cyclones are the wave of the future. Now, if only we could get something like that in the real world. Not cyclones. That would just think of all the chaos it would bring, but just instantaneous transportation. Just. Alright, so let the morning come on Windfall. And we can begin our trading quest. Now, there was a little side quest we can do during nighttime, but we're focusing on the daytime right here. Righto, so we're going to check in on our old pal Zunari, the one who sold us the sail to begin with. Hey, how you doing? My dear fellow, I can't have you trying to come in this way. No, no, no. Go over there. Okay, so yeah, you gotta come in from the side. Alright, so we can chat with him at the big desk, or we can see what his little desk entails. You can see a pretty little flower right behind him. Let's see. Yes, 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 you're the young master who purchased my sail. At last, with those funds, I have been able to open my stall. But I hate to say that my poor little stall is not an instant success. In fact, it is rather deserted, I'm afraid to say. I think this tragic turn of events is due to the fact that I don't have a wide enough lineup of products. For if I am to be fully honest, I only have one product. To put it another way, I think my stall would do so much better if only I could stock rare items that people can't get here in town. Yes, yes, that is what I need. Then I would make plenty of money. Not just plenty of money, it could be like taking candy from rich babies. No, no, not even that. By running a prosperous business, I can play my part to help this town develop and become a happy place. Yes, yes, that is the proper perspective. Yeah, don't taking candy from rich babies. That seems a bit too insidious. A little too evil. Or is it? I mean, they are rich. Anyway. But dear me, if only I had a young partner to help me out. A real go-getter. Well, who do you think you sold the sail to? He was a go-getter when he purchased your sail, so. No, if you wish to speak to me, please, I must insist that you do so at my reception counter. Rules are rules. Okay, so this is the purchase counter and this is the reception counter. Yes, master. Now that I take a longer look at you, I see that you have a fine delivery bag, do you not? Dear me, it is a bag fit for a hero of delivery. I have a small request, and it requires the use of that bag. Request? Oh, I'm out of here. My young master, you sadden me. Psych. Okay, so. A request? I'm game. Oh, dear me! I knew it, young master! I knew you would understand my plight! It is a rather long-winded explanation, but please take the time to hear me out. My stall is a kind of general store that makes its money by obtaining rare products at inexpensive prices and then selling them with a reasonable markup, of course. However, because I have so few products to sell, the shop remains rather deserted. I will sell anything. I am a master of the sale. I just need to get some new products. Could you not seek out traveling merchants and negotiate supply contracts with them for me? No. Do not look so frightened. I say contracts, but it is just a word. You do not have to do anything very difficult. Good. I'm not signing anything I'm not reading. If you insist I don't need to read it, no deal. For all I know, the contracts could be selling Scooty's soul to the devil. All I need for you to do is trade one of my products for a new product that the merchant has in stock. You see, among merchants, a trade is a proof of a contract. That is to say, it is the merchant's oath. That is what we call it. Yes. Merchants that have sworn a merchant's oath will afterwards send their products to me. It is the way things work. So as you succeed in trading my products, my product lineup will increase. Do you understand everything I've told you? Much rather say you did, rather than listening to the whole damn thing again. Yes, young master, you are now my new salesman. No, scratch that. Starting today, you and I are partners. Dear me, yes. I give to you my proof of contract. In other words, this is my merchant's oath. Take it with you, my young partner. And with that, we got the town flower. This flower hails from the town of Bright Smiles. Okay, just looks like a regular, nothing special flower. Found a place to set this rather small flower. Choose your delivery bag on the item screen and set this item to Y0 or X. You get it. The first thing you need to do is take this to another traveling merchant and trade it for something to build on the foundation of my merchant's oath. As soon as you trade, the merchant you traded with will send his products to my shop, thereby increasing my product line, which will make me quite happy. Well, your new trading partners, the traveling merchants, are waiting for you somewhere out there on the Great Sea. My dear, my expectations are high. It's not the only thing that's high. Okay, so traveling merchants. You might be in for, for you Ocarina of Time fans, you might be in for a little bit of a treat. Because the Zoras and the Kokiri might be extinct, but there might be some Gorons out there for us to find. Alright, so our first stop, here's the catch. The traveling merchants reside on small, insignificant islands. Well, one of them resides on Mother and Child Isles, the smaller of the two isles. One on Greatfish Isle, and the other one on Bomb Island. And, we can't just go and use the Ballad of Gales to warp to Mother and Child Isles, because they'll deposit us within the larger island. So we're gonna have to manually sail there from, like, Tingle Island or something. Okay, so that's our first destination. Since we got a flower in our delivery bag, as well as the deed and the complimentary ID, we'll save those for later. Okay, so this little flower is reminiscent of the town. If you place it, find a place where you think it belongs, set it and place it, blah blah blah, you know the rest. Okay, so we got our little flower, so better hang on to it tight, because we're gonna be swirling and twirling into the sky. Not directly to Mother and Child Isles, but to the next best, but to the island adjacent to it. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of time skips in this part. Alright, so our lengthy trading side quest begins now. And after we redirect the winds in a northwesterly direction, we'll be off. And then we'll finally set our plans in motion. Okay, so looks like the shark's gonna try and beat us there. And if we jump over it, that's just a feature I find just so absurd. Just you can jump over enemies in your boat. But anyway, we're on our way to Mother and Child Isles, the outer part of it. And sometimes we don't even need to jump. Okay, here we are, on the smaller of the two islands. And here we see, yet another poor Kokiri with its labors gone to waste. We're gonna need to do something about the wilted Daegu trees at a later part as well. But see here. Does that symbol look familiar? It's the Goron symbol. The Goron ruby symbol. And check it out, it's a Goron! It's keeping its face concealed, but you can see it's got its huge hulking tan body, its white beard. Well, I don't remember Gorons having beards in OOT. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, yes! This is a Goron! Yes! So apparently their species still lives on. Alright, so nice shirt, by the way. Nice backpack too. Yes.
I'm what's called a traveling merchant. Just a poor wanderer cruising the world in search of rare objects of all sorts. New and old, strange and unsettling. I detect a scent wafting from this island that suggested to me that there might be something of value here, so I sailed my tiny raft all this way from far, far away.
You took a raft? How did you survive? I mean, your weight alone would sink the damn thing. Yeah, just don't question it.
But the high rock wall on the main island blocks my way, so it seems as though I won't be able to get much farther. What a disagreeable turn of events. However, my boy, that delivery bag of yours smells to me as if it might well be home to rare and unique items. If you have any curios that might be worthy of selling in a shop, might you trade them to me? Someday I'm going to open myself a shop. A huge shop. No, a mega superstore! I'm trying to find goods to sell, so can you show me what you've got on you?
Not much, but just a little teeny tiny tulip, or whatever. It's not like I'm a master horticulturalist or flower enthusiast. My grandma was a flower enthusiast, but it just wasn't my thing.
Huh? Why, that's a town flower, right? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this sea flower?
Alright, so yeah, we got our second tradable item.
Most agreeable. Then my fee will be? Yeah, that'll be 20 rupees on the dots.
It's a deal.
Thanks. That squares us. Here's your item as promised. Hold out both of your hands.
As puny as they are, you got a sea flower! The scent of the sea wafts from the delicate petals of this flower from an exotic, far-off land. If you find a place to put it, choose your delivery bag on the item screen, blah blah blah. Alright.
So by trading your goods for my goods, you and I have formed a merchant's oath. So from this moment forward, I shall honor our merchant's oath by sending shipments of my product to the Windfall Island shop. Thanks again.
Okay, so it seems the Gorons have... So it seems the still existing Gorons have kind of grown a little bit more sophisticated since we last saw them in Ocarina of Time. They were, no offense, dumb as a bag of rocks. But they were still lovable, so I'm not dissing on them at all. They were awesome. It's just kind of a shame that they kind of have this kind of demeanor, more calmer demeanor, and more and have matured more mentally. So. Yeah, anyway, let's travel on to our next destination. Okay, so we'll have to travel from island to island, as said, to trade up our items and increase business back on Windfall. Okay, so the next stop is Greatfish Island, so this one is easy. Okay, so yeah, Greatfish Island trades are probably the easiest since you can just warp there lickety-split. No gimmicks. No nothing. Just a simple warp to the island just to find the merchants, and boom, you're done. None of that sailing from a major island nonsense like we have for Mother and Child and Bomb Island. Okay, so travel back to the island full of broken dreams and memories. And we'll find the merchants somewhere around back. You do recall that there was a raft here once. Around the other side. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, so here's another one. So yes, a handful of Gorons survived. They just don't want to show their faces for some reason. Okay, so speak with this guy. Okay, so yeah.
I'm what you call a traveling merchant. Yes, I'm just a cheery fellow who bobs between waves in search of all manner of rare items, cracked and pristine, wild and woolly.
Woolly, I guess.
I come from distant lands because I heard there was a treasure of great worth on this island, but I can't find a thing. I thought perhaps my fate would cross with that most mystic of rare items, the fabled shop guru statue, but it seems as though I am off the mark yet again. By the by, for some reason, looking at that delivery bag of yours, gives me the sneaking suspicion that it might have some rare treasure hidden in its depths. If you have anything even slightly out of the ordinary in there, would you mind trading it to me? Anything at all? This knapsack I'm lugging around is stuffed full of all sorts of wondrous things. Why don't you show me what you got, and I'll show you what I'll trade. And I'll show you what I'll trade for it.
Typo. There was a question mark at the end of this, and so I don't think he asked a question.
Huh? Well, that's a sea flower, is it not? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this exotic flower? Most worthy, then my fee will be. Ooh, I'll give you a huge deal on this. 25 rupees will do just fine. Thanks. That settles things. I'll give you your item, as I promised. Hold out both hands.
Alright, you got an exotic flower. It's a refreshing flower that blossoms in the tropical regions to the south. If you find a place to put it, blah blah blah. Don't even bother.
So by trading your goods for my goods, we formed a merchant's oath. So, as such, from now on, I shall honor our merchant's oath by sending shipments of my product to the Windfall Island shop. How, you ask? Why, my good pal, the postman, will take it there for me, so it will likely get there before you do. Just head back to Windfall and see for yourself. Thanks again.
Okay, so yeah. I'm sure that's a huge delivery for Ritos to carry by wing. It's probably a bit heavy for them. But anyway, let's see. Now we've got the exotic flower, so now we need to go back to Mother and Child Isles for the next item. Alright, so yeah, this whole thing is just one big mess. But it's a mess that'll reward us in the long run, believe me. I really wish they had the option of just warping between inside and outside of Mother Child Isles. It would have made things so much easier in that regard. Just... yeah. There are a ton of major gaming flaws that I really wish had been better addressed. Even if this game does mean a lot to me, it's no doubt that it holds its fair share of flaws. And here we are again. Alright, big guy, we got something worth training for you, with you. Seriously wondering if Gorons suffer from back pain, but I'm pretty sure they're made of sturdy stuff. I mean, they pretty much live on a mountain, for God's sake. I mean, they used to.
Oh, why that's an exotic flower, right? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this pinwheel?
You got it.
Most agreeable, then my fee will be... well, that thing you got doesn't look so hot, so I'll need 55 rupees for mine.
Gee, thanks. What, is my exotic flower not flashy enough for you? Not good enough for you?
Thanks, that squares us. Here's your item, as promised. Hold out both your hands.
Alright, you got a pinwheel. The wheel on it spins when it catches puffs of air. It's kind of fun. I used to play with those a lot when I was a kid, so yeah, he's not wrong at all.
So by trading your goods for my goods, blah blah blah, merchant's oath, a lot of other merchant things.
Okay,
sending my products to Windfall, you know the rest. Thanks again.
Alrighty, so... yeah, this is gonna get really repetitive, really fast. Okay, come on up, come on up. Yeah, the waves are really showing no mercy tonight. Okay, so, next destination should be Bomb Island. So in order for that to get there, we're gonna need to go north from Forest Haven. Lots of traveling. Okay, so... Speaking of Bomb Island, that's another island we've yet to explore. We've charted it off, but there's still unknown treasure hidden underneath, so... Oh, this is really repetitive. As a matter of fact, we could return to Windfall right now to get that item that we've been seeking, but let's go ahead and complete this training quest first. Might as well. Okay, so there's a big beam of light, meaning a big treasure, but we're kind of in a hurry here, so let's just focus on the trading merchants. And we'll just focus on what resides on this island later on. Alright, big guy, what have you got?
Hey, have we met somewhere have we met before somewhere? Aren't you? No, couldn't be.
Oh, so apparently this isn't a descendant of the Gorns from Ocarina of Time. This one actually knew the Hero of Time, so...
Me? I am but a poor traveling merchant. I travel the world searching for rare objects of all sorts, modern and ancient, foreign and exotic. My dream has always been to someday open my own shop, but plans have a way of getting delayed, and now it's been 30 years since I started.
Believe me, I know all about that. It's just...
Oh, really?
Well, maybe not, but still, though, just a thing or two about dreams getting delayed is pretty relatable. My dreams are kind of personal.
Time certainly laughs at us all, huh?
Ain't that the truth, brother? Ain't that the truth?
And still, day in and day out, rain or shine, I spend my days looking for curiosities and rare items. Which reminds me, that delivery bag of yours looks like it might have some rare treasure in it. If you happen to have something of the quality that one could put on sale in a shop, would you consider trading it? I have many fine products to trade. If you have something you'd like to trade, could you show it to me, please?
Alright, here's your little pinwheel toy.
Huh? Why, that's a pinwheel, isn't it? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this sickle moon flag?
Alright, sickle moon flag for the pinwheel.
Satisfactory. Then my fee will be? 40 rupees, maybe. Thanks. That settles things. I'll give you your item as promised. Hold out both your hands, just like my other two have said.
You got the sickle moon flag. This flag of a bright red crescent moon is quite fancy. Alright, yes. Definitely want to have this as a salute to the moon itself.
So by trading your goods for my goods, we have formed a merchant's oath. So from now on, I shall honor our merchant's oath by sending shipments of my product to the Windfall Island shop. How, you ask? Why, my good friend, the postman will take it there for me, so it will probably get there before you do. Just go back to Windfall and check for yourself. Thanks again.
Alright, so going back and forth. This is gonna get going on for a little while, so just... Okay, so I'm just gonna skip to the parts where we actually get to the islands, since I think we just passed the 30-minute mark. I don't want this to drag any further than it has to. Okay, so let's see. We got the Sickle Moon flag, so that means Mother and Child Isles will be our next destination. Alright, next item on the list. Sickle Moon flag, trade it with this guy. Come on. Come on, Slowpoke. You got trading to do.
Oh, well, that's the Sickle Moon flag, right? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this big catch flag? Most agreeable that my fee will be. The thing you gave me looks kind of old, so I'll need 85 rupees in exchange, okay?
Not a problem.
Thanks. Well, that squares us. Here's your item as promised. Hold up both your scrawny little arms.
You got the big catch flag. This flag was made by a fisherman from a foreign land and designed to encourage a big haul of fish. Ooh, and it's even got a little trident for its flag posts. Isn't that cute? Okay, so merchant's oath, blah blah blah. Let's go. Okay, so next on the list. Sorry, didn't mean to disrupt your habitat. Okay, so as I was saying, next on the list will be, let's see, big catch flag, Bomb Island again. Alright, Bomb Island, ahoy. Alright, I'm on up here. Alright, the big catch of the day. On a flag.
Huh? Well, that's a big catch flag, isn't it? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this fountain idol?
Yes, sir.
Satisfactory. And my fee will be... Yours has a little blemish there, so I'll need 65 rupees in return.
Even have an eye for detail. I like that.
Thanks. That settles things. I'll give you your item as promised. Hold out both your hands.
Okay, you got a fountain idol. This is a strange statue of a girl carrying water. Much like a certain girl Scooty knows from back home. If you find a place to put it, blah blah blah. Alright, so yeah, trading goods, blah blah blah. Merchant's oath. Come on, let's skip this junk. Alright, so next on the list will be... Give me a minute. Yes, I put together a list for this very thing, because this whole trading quest is complicated. As a matter of fact, well, I'll tell you later. There was a couple of items that don't necessarily need to be traded. The big catch flag is one of these items, but I'll explain later. Okay, so we got the fountain idol, so that means Great Fish Isle is next, so we can just instantly warp there. Alright, sail into the heart of the rocks and meet this guy on the other side. Trade in our fountain idol for something good. Or something even greater.
Huh? That's a fountain idol, is it not? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for the skull tower idol?
Yeah, looks gaudy and freaky looking. I mean, look at the way the skulls are shaped towards the bottom. There's no way they're human.
Most worthy. And my fee will be... The colors on the thing you're offering have faded most terribly, so 60 rupees. Thanks. That settles things. I'll give you your item, as I promised. Hold out both hands. They look quite puny compared to mine.
You got a skull tower idol. It's made of the fossilized skulls of strange creatures. It's pretty weird. No shit, Sherlock. I think one of them used to be a red or blue bubble once with the wings on its head or something. And the one on the bottom kind of looks like a skull of an ape or something. But anyway. Alright, next. Okay, so like I mentioned before, the Big Catch Flag and the Skull Tower Idol were never mentioned in the game guide that I used as a kid, so... And I never realized that they existed until years later, so I only got 10 out of 12 items for the shop. But I'll explain in detail later. Okay, so we got the Skull Tower idol. Back to Mother and Child Isles. Okay, so Mother and Child Isles. Just roll our way up an uphill slope. Okay, so deliver this freaky as sin statue for something else that's less so.
Huh? Why, that's a Skull Tower idol, right? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this big sail flag? Most agreeable. Then my fee will be... Yeah, I've got a cheap deal for you. How about 35 rupees?
Done.
Thanks. That squares us. Here's your item as promised. Blah, blah, blah.
Alright, you got the big sail flag. This flag looks like it would be definitely good for business. It even has a little clown horn on top of it. Yes, and a bunch of happy, shiny, happy people holding hands. Well, shiny, happy people holding heads, I guess. It's like a totem of people heads. Creepy. Alright, next! Okay, so we got the big sail flag. Let's get back into the king and I'll check the list. Okay, I've got a hunch that the next stop will be Bomb Island, so... Okay, big sail flag. Bomb Island. Hero flag. Okay, so Bomb Island. Alright, once again, gotta trade. Yeah, you remember the infamous trading side quest that we had in Ocarina of Time? This is basically the Wind Waker's equivalent to that.
Huh? Why, that's a big sail flag, isn't it? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this hero's flag? Satisfactory, then my fee will be... Yours has some cracks in it, so I'll need 75 rupees on top of that trade.
Wait, so the big sail flag had some cracks in it? Wait, are you sure you don't mean tears or something? Never mind. Alright, so we got the Valiant Heroes flag. This flag has a rather courageous feel to it. Well, it should. It's smashed as a freaking spear. Okay, so... Got plenty of places to put it on Windfall. Okay, so Merchant's Oath, come on. Okay, so... We're almost done. We just have a couple more items to trade, and we should be able to trade in our last item for a piece of hearts, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so we got the hero's flag, so Great Fish Island is next. Really good thing the king doesn't sink when striking rocks. Not supposed to die. Okay, so let's give him the hero's flag.
Huh? That's a hero's flag, is it not? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for this postman statue? Most worthy! Then my fee will be... I need at least 100 rupees for this one, I'm afraid. Thanks, that settles things. I'll give you your item as I promised.
Alright, so we got a postman statue. This is a carving of the Rito Postman, hero of all Ritos, and a symbol of laborers the world over. Wonder if they dress up the town with this on Labor Day, if that's the case. Alrighty, so got 2 more stops to make. That one was a pretty expensive item, so getting into the triple digits rupee territory, but we still got money to spare, so. Alright, so Mother and Child Isles, here we come. Alright, we made it. This is the waves are getting rowdy. I mean, seriously, I think we can see the base of the islands with the way the waves are ebbing and flowing. Alright, so, wooden carving of the Rito Postman. For you, good sir.
Oh, why that's a postman statue, right? In that case, would you be interested in trading that for the shop guru statue?
Ooh, shiny gold statue, huh?
Shiny! Most agreeable, then my fee will be. Yeah, this is super rare, so how about 200 rupees?
Bit of a sting, but it's affordable. Alright, it squares us. Oh, gimme! You got a shop guru statue! This little statue is the apple of every businessman's eye. Most notably Zunari, since this has got his short and stubby body perched on top. So it's basically like a Zunari trophy. At least that would have been a more appropriate title. Alright, so we traveled back to Greatfish Isle, and you recall that salesman was searching for a shop guru statue, and we got one now, so let's head on to Greatfish Isle for our last prize. Alright. We arrive, most appropriately, at dawn. So, good morning, sir. We have what you want. So, don't bother sitting down, because you're just gonna stand right back up. Da-da-da!
Is that? It couldn't be. The shop guru statue? Such a divine figure! Surely this is none other than the legendary individual who reigns at the peak of the business world! Oh, most worthy day! Wow! My lifelong dream has at long last come true! Such joy! This is my thanks to you for fulfilling my dream. It's a heart-filled reward brimming with gratitude. Alright, hold out your hands.
And you got a piece of heart! Alright, so we got a token of his gratitude. And nothing more. I really hope the handing out of a piece of hearts doesn't symbolize anything else. Anyway.
My, but I have received a worthy item. Tonight I will hold this close to my bosom as I sleep. I can't wait.
Okay, the less I know about your bosom, the better. Well, that's it! This was truly a lengthy side quest, but we're still not through yet. There's one last thing to see on Windfall itself, so let's head there next. Alright, well, we can just warp there, so. Okay. Now we could have actually gotten this right after we traded the exotic flower, but I wanted to get this mission over with. It's, as you can tell, it's pretty lengthy and pretty ridiculous side quest, but the payoff is worth it for if you're a completionist like myself. So, alrighty, so we're back again on Windfall. And we're in for a surprise once we see how much Zunari's stall has blossomed into a multi-stall market. Wait for it. Check it out! Yeah, look at this place! Look at it! Look at it! It is beautiful! It's full to the brim with merchandise! Such a glorious day for Zunari, is it not?
Yes, young master, look! Already my shop has a wide variety of products to choose from! It is a cornucopia! Thanks to you, young master, every morning the postman comes with packages from the traveling salesman you traded with. At last, my humble stall has the appearance of a full-fledged store. My dear, your unflagging dedication has strengthened my determination to live my life for the success of my business. Master, you are the savior of my stall. I must thank you from the very bottom of my heart. This is my most prized possession. Next to my hoodie coat, of course, it is none other than the Zunari family treasure. Please accept it.
Purple diamonds with a glowing orb in the middle. Why does this thing look familiar? Ah, that's why. You got the magic armor! Use your magic power to create a barrier around you that protects you from enemy attacks! Alright. So this is another item to add to our items list. Only one more remains.
This is the only heirloom I brought with me when I moved here from my hometown. Well, excluding the lovely sail you purchased for me earlier, of course.
I was just about to point that out.
It is a magical heirloom, one that calls up a mysterious power to protect your body from harm. Of course, you can use it even when you are sailing the open seas, my dear. Please, use this to protect yourself. As you seek out more merchants, I beg of you. And please, be on the constant lookout for new and exciting products. Not that I have anything left to reward you with if you find any.
No need to go out and travel for any more merchants. You've basically got a multi-product superstore here. Yeah, check it out. Flowers, flags, idols, the whole shebang. Tsunari is most eternally grateful for all of this. As well as he should be. Look at this place. It's got a canvas now, it's got businesses booming, and got the feeling that we can purchase some of these items to decorate Windfall with, but, well, we've already pretty much gone overboard with how long this part has gone on. That's not counting the parts, the time skips, but, still though. Okay, so this was a lengthy part. In order to get every single type of piece of merchandise or decoration to decorate Windfall, and there's also a couple pedestals on Private Oasis, so... Oh, I'm sorry, Scooty's Oasis. He owns the Oasis now, so it's no longer private. Righto, so on our screen, yes, we got the magic armor, so that fills in that slot. And only one more remains. We just need one more empty bottle, and our items screen will be complete. But I'll obviously wait till another part. I'm basically sailed out by now, so yeah, we'll continue our side quest marathon in the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be much appreciated. Until next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, this is ToonGamer23. Signing out. And what is up with this blonde girl? We saw her before, and she does look familiar. But there's something about her that just doesn't seem quite right. We might find out more about her in the next parts. About what her true intentions are. About pacing around the store. What she might be up to. I'm watching you.